Okay, so let's get right into it. Right now, as we speak, an AI is telling a story about you. Yeah, you. It's scraping together every little digital scrap it can find to build a picture of who you are. And here's the kicker. If you're not the one in charge of that story, the AI is almost definitely getting it wrong.
So let me ask you something. Have you ever actually asked an AI about yourself or about your business, your brand? What did it spit out? Because, whether you've checked or not, that story is being written. It's happening in the background, piecing together a version of you from all this scattered data online. And honestly, the scary part is that this new digital reality, it's often built on total guesswork, on old, outdated data, and sometimes just flat out mistakes. And we're not talking about some minor little glitch here. This has real, tangible consequences. So we're going to break down exactly what's going on and, more importantly, what you can actually do about it.
All right, so here's the plan. We'll start with what we're calling the AI-generated fog. That's where all the confusion comes from. Then we'll get into the solution, becoming the ground truth. We've got a whole new playbook for you. We'll talk about the human-AI partnership, and we'll wrap up with a pretty fundamental choice you're going to have to make.
Okay, so where does this whole problem even begin? Well, it starts in this new, totally invisible layer of information. It's where these AIs are forming their opinions about you, your brand, everything. And honestly, the best way to picture it is as a thick, AI-generated fog. Now, this fog has a technical name, the Synthetic Content Data Layer, or SCDL for short. But here's the thing you really need to get. The SCDL isn't some physical place on the internet. It's more like the AI's internal library, its own personal knowledge base. And it's building that library by stitching together every single digital scrap it finds about you. And that is exactly where the danger is. This so-called fog of understanding is being shaped by, well, everything. Old forum posts from a decade ago, incorrect business listings, you name it. The AI is doing its best to paint a clear picture, but the paint it's working with, it's often just junk. This fog can lead to a really specific and, frankly, kind of scary type of mistake. It's called a third point emergence failure. So here's how it works. The AI takes two completely separate true facts, and then it makes this giant leap of logic to invent a third point that is completely 100% false. And look, this isn't just some abstract theory. This literally happened to the researcher whose work inspired this whole explainer. An AI took his identity as a digital strategist and merged it with the criminal record of a different guy who just happened to have the same name, and just like that, boom, the AI created this brand new, incredibly damaging, and totally false reality about him. So, okay, if AI is out there creating this fog of bad information, what do? How do you fight back? Because you can't just cross your fingers and hope it fixes itself. The only real strategy is to become the clearest, the loudest, the most reliable signal in all that noise. You have to become the ground truth. So what does that actually mean? It means you have to create a single authoritative place for facts that you and only you own and control. The official term for this is a canonical source of ground truth. But let's put it in simple terms. It means transforming your website into the one undisputed master record of who you are. The goal here is simple. You want to make your website so trustworthy, so complete, that when an AI has a question about you, your site is the easiest, most obvious place to find the right answer. It's like you're doing the homework for the AI ahead of time, making sure it gets an A+ on the facts about you. And what's really cool is this whole strategy isn't even that new of an idea. It actually echoes this concept from a book that's over a century old, As a Man Thinketh by James Allen. He said that a person has to be the master gardener of his soul. And today? Well, that means becoming the master gardener of your digital identity, actively planting the right information and ripping out all the weed. So how do you actually do that? How do you become this digital gardener? Well, it's not just a nice idea, it's a real, concrete 4-step playbook. Okay, 4 steps. Step 1, you confront the SCDL.
Basically, you go ask the AIs what they think they know about you. Step 2, you build up your website as that ground truth we talked about. Step 3 is really interesting. You plant these things called disambiguation factoids to fix specific mistakes. And finally, step 4, you put someone in charge as an AI reputation watchdog to keep an eye on all of us.
All right, let's zoom in on that third step because it's super important. The disambiguation factoid. This is basically your secret weapon. The best way to think about it is like a data-level antibody. This isn't a blog post you write for people to read. It's a very precise, machine-readable statement. Its only job is to surgically find and neutralize a specific piece of AI misinformation.
So check out this example right here. This is exactly how you'd fix that huge mistake about Sean Anderson. You publish this precise statement on your own website, your ground truth. It's a direct, factual correction, specifically engineered so that an AI can find it, understand it, and use it to finally figure out, oh, these are two different people. Now, a really key part of this whole playbook is understanding the right way to use AI to create all this content. The goal is not for AI to replace you, not at all. It's for AI to augment you. It's about creating a powerful human-AI cyborg. What we're talking about is a 10x leap in meaningful output. I mean, think about it. A human expert, maybe they can write a few really great articles a week. An AI, on its own, it can spit out thousands of pages of generic, soulless text. The magic, the real breakthrough, happens when you put them together. When that human expert directs the AI like a tireless assistant, that's how you get that massive leap in high-quality content. And this brings up a really important distinction. Are you a vibe coder or a cyborg architect? The vibe coder just kind of blindly copies and pastes what the AI gives them, and they end up with something fragile that nobody trusts. But the cyborg architect, they use their deep human experience to direct the AI, to build something that's solid, reliable, and trustworthy. And why is that? It's because the human brings the stuff that is absolutely irreplaceable. You bring the strategic purpose, the why. You bring the real-world stories and experience that an AI has no concept of. And you bring the ethical oversight, the final accountability, the things that actually build trust. At the end of the day, the AI is the tool, but the human has to be the architect.
Which brings us all the way back to that central metaphor and to the choice that this new AI reality is forcing every single one of us to make. Your digital presence. It's a garden, and you have to decide what grows there. Just like James Allen wrote all that time ago, a gardener has to actively work their plot. They have to keep it free from weeds so they can grow the flowers and fruits they actually want. Well, your digital identity now demands that exact same level of active, deliberate, hands-on cultivation. And make no mistake about it, the AI is going to harvest from your digital garden, whether you take care of it or not. So the only question left is, what's it going to find? Is it going to find the flowers of truth that you so carefully planted? Or is it going to find a tangled mess of misinformation weeds that you just let grow wild? That choice, right now more than ever before, is yours.